Don't say that. Or fucking what? Huh? A sound emerged from the trees behind them. It sounded like an animal, but something was off in its tone. It caught them off their argument, making them both turn their heads towards the sound. What was that? I don't know, but I don't like how it sounds. The trees began falling apart. Something big was moshing and the tree stood in its way, getting tossed like nothing. Whatever it was there was going fast. Run! Jack and Lucy took off running for their lives. The ground was shaking, rattling their heart to race even more. Jack's heart pounded fear into his veins. He glanced over as he was running, and what he saw turned his face pale. A creature, unfamiliar in shape, lanky and skinny in its nature, blood dripping from its fingers. It's terrifying him to its core. But its face, the face. When Jack had seen it during these few seconds, it sent shivers down his spine, making him tremble and fall. Jack! The creature looked terrifyingly gut-wrenching. Its face was not only one face, but it was many faces melted within one, almost forming an abyss of chaos to be foreseen. He didn't get much of a look as Lucy helped him get up again. The beast was looking for them, scanning each tree and each area until it finds them. Jack was terrified as much as she was, but he never showed any of that. He tried being the source of comfort in the midst of all of this chaos. If there's anything we should know, we should stick together. Right after Jack finished his sentence, Lucy and Jack suddenly felt the ground beneath them feel lighter. In fact, it felt lighter than it should be, and for a few seconds, something happened. Where the fuck are we? I don't know. It looks like a cave. Let's just stick together. We're safer here than this thing up there looking for us at least. The cave they fell into was dark and quite unsettling for them, but they felt much better than being up there. Lucy felt a small sharp pain on her neck and put her arm massaging it. What? Nothing. I just feel some pain around my neck. Jack took her hand off, and there he saw it. A distinct black birthmark, circular in shape, right between her collarbone and her neck. A perfect spot, he figured to himself. He began pressing on it with his fingers. Ouch! Stop it! Sorry. I was just trying to help. I know you're just, it's fine, let's just keep going. They continued their journey to survive. With them now being in the cave, it was dark, and yet the mushrooms, they were lighting the path underneath their feet, landscaping and painting the cave like a canvas. Jack particularly, he felt uneasy. During the whole thing, the endless forest, the monsters, the cave, and of course, Lucy. He had merely questions to ask, but he knew that if he asked, he wouldn't get the answers that he wanted. It wasn't long until Jack felt a small tingling sensation around his ears. It was a sound, a familiar sound, a sound he was picking up as he was walking. Jack stopped dead in his steps. He recognized the sound that he was listening to. His face said it all. He knew exactly what sound was playing nearby. It was a melody that played, echoing in its tones deep within the cave. What is that? Can you hear that? Jack didn't respond, frozen in his place in fear and confusion. He grabbed Lucy's arm, taking a step back and running away from the sound. He couldn't exactly make out which direction to go, as the cave had many tunnels and it was kind of dark. But he didn't care. He needed to get away from the sound. The melody kept getting louder and louder, along each step of the way they took. The further they got, the louder it had become. It was as though it was chasing them. What's happening? Jack was still unresponsive, running through the tunnel, trying to find a safe place, until he was met by a wall. He hit his head and he fell back on his back. They were met by a dead end with no way out. The sound that was chasing them suddenly stopped. What was that? That was a toy I had as a child. I don't know how it made it. Jack was beyond shocked. He didn't want to see the rest of the cave at this point. We need to get out of here. This place isn't safe. Back where? To the monster on top? No, just somewhere else safe. Alrighty, Roo. Let's lead the way, Captain. Moments went by, and Jack couldn't help but notice one thing. Something odd. Something that caught up his mind. It was mere drops of pebbles and stones dropping on Lucy's right shoulder. He looked above and noticed that the ceiling of the cave was slowly cracking. He gripped Lucy's hand tight, making sure she's next to him, ready to run again. It fucking found us, Jack! It found us! Run! The beast had made its way back to the cave, digging its arms from above, making a hole, presenting itself again within the darkness. Jack didn't know where else to go. He was lost in his mind, and his hopes were completely consumed by fear. Even Lucy's enthusiasm died out. He noticed that and couldn't help but stay strong. All hope was gone until he saw a tunnel leading upwards, with small cracks of sunbeams shooting through it. Over there! There's a way out! Jack and Lucy ran like there was no tomorrow up to the tunnel, with the beast now being behind them, chasing them, one step after the other. The tunnel leading upwards was getting steeper as they were going up it, but eventually, they made it to the top. Lucy's foot slipped, leading to her falling. Lucy! With one swift move, Jack caught her. I got you! I got you, Lucy. I got you. He pulled her back to him with a sigh of relief, echoing with fear from the beast below. The beast was making its way up there gradually, the wall that had small beams of light shooting through it. Jack realized it was made of dirt. He punched his way through the wall, meeting the surface again. They made it up again, alive and ready to run further, before the beast arose from the ground. But something was off. Something they noticed as soon as they made it up again, that caught them completely off guard. The forest, the endless forest, is now gone. Not a single tree on sight. Just a plain land with nothing but the sky above. They felt almost naked, standing there in the empty land with worry and fear climbing onto their heads. What the fuck? What happened here? I don't know. We need to run. I don't know where else to run. Do you see any other way? What? My chest. My chest. It hurts. Jack fell to his knees from pain. The sharpness of his pain was almost like a million glass shards digging through his skin. The beast was making its way to them, trembling the ground. Hey, it's gonna be okay, alright? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine, trust me. I'll buy us more time. What the? Lucy, no! In the heart of the situation, Lucy closed her eyes and opened them again. Only now, her eyes were filled with light. Her skin began glowing, almost like how sunlight shines through diamonds. Her wings presented themselves into existence from nothingness. And her form, it echoed nothing but strength and power. Lucy! 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 The beast was only a few mere seconds away from touching Jack, until Lucy blinded everything with light, dominating the darkness with her essence. Lucy! Clear. Alright, he's back. I need some of his tests done ASAP. You got it, Doc. Hello, Mr. Jack Denon. Yeah? If you can hear me saying your name, lift your right finger, please. Jack lifted his right finger slowly, even though it was shaking a little bit. Alright, Jack, can you speak? Reply with a yes or no. Great, alright. I'm Dr. Dave, and I understand that you're in great shock, but you've suffered severe head trauma. Now, you may experience a few headaches every now and then, but thankfully, nothing major will happen. We did the best we can to restore you. What crash? Well, Jack, based on the paramedic reports, you've crashed your truck on the road. What? I crashed? Yeah. And if it wasn't for the nice lady who called the ambulance, well, you probably would have been dead. What lady? Oh, yeah. Nurse, please let her in. A woman with blonde hair tied in a ponytail entered the room. She was wearing a tank top with jeans, while also wearing a smile, a warm smile. The type of smile you would wear when you're finally relieved. Hi. Hey. You're much better now. I was worried on you. I'll leave you two for the time being. How did you find me? Oh, I was walking my dog nearby, and I heard a loud crash nearby. I went and I checked it out, and it was you. Oh. Yeah, I'm very great. Oh, I've got to go. I need to take care of things, but do you know anyone who can help you? Family or like a girlfriend or something? No, I don't have any. Oh, well, here's my phone number if you need any help, okay? She took out a piece of paper and wrote her number on it. While she was writing, Jack couldn't help but notice one thing about her. A birthmark, right on her collarbone, around her neck. It lit his face up with all sorts of emotions. I'll see you later when you're healthy. Bye. Wait. What's your name? Oh, my name? Well, you can call me Lucy. 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 Hey guys, Shepard here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll try to be uploading a lot more content per week, which will be consisting of true horror stories as well as fictional horror stories, which is creepypastas. I'll try my best to balance between the two, so both audiences would have their fun. Yeah, and regarding another thing as well, I wanted to tell you guys, if you have any personal horror story that you'd like to share with me, I have an email in the description, and I'll also leave it here on the screen for you. If you have anything that you want to share with me that I could feature in the next video, feel free to do that. I'm more than welcome to do that for you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys are safe, and thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.